Hi guys, you're welcome to this training on WordPress on how to build websites using WordPress. Now, as an introduction to this course, before I do that, my name is Elias Stanley. I'm from Beat Magazine Center for Intellectual Leadership and Career Development. So, this WordPress training is actually a beginner-friendly training. What that means is that you don't need to know what WordPress is. You don't even need to know so many things about computer or the internet. All you need is that you need to be willing to want to learn how to use WordPress to build a blog or a website. So it's a beginner-friendly. Now, it doesn't require a degree from computer engineering or any other thing. So we're going to go through it in this bit by bit process or steps that will guide you through how to know how to build your own website or build sites for people. So secondly, this is a very practical training. It's a practical course in the sense that we're not doing so. I don't want you to do something that you watch a video or read the article and you want to apply it later. No, it's a thing that as we're going on with it, you are practicalizing it, because that's the only way, or that's one of the ways through which you can gain profoundly from what we're talking about. Now, as a guide, after watching this video, you can also reach out to me at any point in time and say, I need you to guide me on this, how to structure this or how to do this, or how, just any of the stuffs that has to do with WordPress. Okay, so it's a beginner class, it's a beginner friendly class, and we're going to guide you through the whole process. Now, from my outline here, I said, who is this course for? This course is for complete beginners. This means that you don't need to be an advanced blogger, or you don't need to know so much. Then it's also for students who want to build a real portfolio, students or business people or career people or freelancers. Now, it's also for content creators who plan to earn money via owning a website, because there's this thing about social media. The social media basically should be a signboard, a signpost to your website, so that you can divert traffic from the social media to your site. Because when you take traffic to your site, you have more audience, and it makes it easier for people to see your content other than the social media. Because on the social media is not on the spot something. It's something that when you come, if you want to see a post that somebody made 1 or 2 years back, or even 2 or 3 months back, it's challenging, because you have to keep scrolling, which is not very user friendly. But on a site, people can easily see your content. You just need to go to 1 or 2 links and they will see everything they want to see. So as a vlogger, or as someone who does videos on social media, a site can also help you increase your coverage. Now, I said, who's this for? It's also for people who are tired of watching random videos on maybe any social media or anywhere, and you need a guided training that will enable you start and finish owning your blog. Now, it's also for small business owners who want to upscale their business. Not necessarily small business, even big businesses who don't have a website. You can decide to learn how to manage a blog, so that you or one of you can assign one of your staff who's tech savvy to manage your blog, and it also helps you to cover more grounds. Next on our item, we have what you will learn in this course. Now, first, you're going to learn how to build a successful blog from scratch. I repeat, from scratch. That means you don't need to know anything. You don't even need to know what is web hosting or how to host a website. But you just need to have the willingness, the desire to want to learn it. Then you will learn how to develop the mindset of a blogger, because blogging comes with its own mindset, just like every other thing on earth, every other profession, career, or endeavor. It has its own mindset. And when you work with that mindset, you become a successful blogger. But when you're not working with that mindset, it becomes difficult for you to achieve your set goals, because you find yourself, struggling so hard simply because your mindset is not in sync with what you're doing. Then third, I said make your blogging niche both profitable and interesting. Now this is a key that we should note here. I understand a lot of people, most times you go to videos, training videos on blogging and all that, they ask you to go to a niche that is profitable. Now I think that that's not the best for you. Your responsibility is to create your niche to become interesting to your audience. You have to find a way to do that, because if everybody is flooding to one or few niches that is saturated, you oversaturate it and you water it down, and in the course of trying to, because this niche is profitable, you may just find yourself doing a lot of nonsense that doesn't make sense, and it robs you of the opportunity to become an authority in your field. It robs you of the opportunity to really do your research and learn and grow. Rather, you may just do copy and paste, copy adjust, or you read something and you just post it on your blog and it just goes like that. So what I prefer to say is make your niche interesting and profitable. Now, profitability should come later. The first thing is to make it interesting, in a sense that you have to find a way and make that niche, because your niche or whatever you're doing, whatever you want to blog on, even if it's just how to make people laugh, if it's how to make people believe in themselves, if it's to post leadership content, if it's to post events happening around you, if it's to work on trending things, there is always a way that you can make that content interesting. Because as a leader, I believe that your primary responsibility is to create a leadership path for yourself, a path of success where you are doing something that is in sync with what is within you. So let's take, for instance, if naturally you gravitate towards leadership, and it happens that the most profitable niche is talking about trending things that are going on, you have no business there. And if you go there, you're not going to be successful, because when you start, just like any other endeavor in life, when you start it, there's that enthusiasm to do. But after a while, challenges begin to come up. You begin to see challenges within that field. And because that thing you're doing doesn't fall in line, is not in sync with what is within you, you will lack the courage to seek ways to overcome the challenges that will crop up within that thing. And that's when a lot of people quit. So, my point is to make your niche interesting first, then later you can talk about profitability. Okay? Now, number 5, I said develop a system to plan new content. Yes, because as a blogger, you have to develop a system. Now, there's no rocket science about it. It's not so difficult. If you know what you're doing, it will be easy for you to generate content, because there's 1,001 ideas out there. There's 1,001 challenges in that field, in your niche. So generation of content will not be a challenge. I'm emphasizing this because sometimes you see some people, they actually have the desire to get into blogging, but what holds them back is how do I generate the content, or how do I translate what is in my head into something that an audience will follow through, So let that not bother you, because you're going to learn the process of how to generate this content. Number 6, we're going to understand the importance of writing, the importance of effective writing, because for you to become a good blogger, you have to know how to write. You have to know how to put your stuff into, something that is readable. Now, there's no hard and fast rule to writing. You don't need a degree to become a good writer. All you need is practice. So don't allow that to scare you away from blogging, because it should not. As long as you can stand and talk to somebody, even if you have stage fright, it doesn't matter. As long as you can stand and talk to somebody, it could be your friend, it could be your colleague, it could be your neighbor, it could be your classmate, it could be anybody, it could be your sibling. As long as you can stand in front of somebody and discuss with that person with full confidence in what you are saying, we will always find a way for you to translate that thing into written articles or written content that is presentable and that will be appreciated by your audience. Even though sometimes your audience may not appreciate what you're saying because you may be speaking from a point where they don't understand, where you need to do a lot of explanation for people to understand. But the point is, do it. Start the writing. So we're going to guide you on how to start writing and become a better writer. Not publishing a book, that's a whole different story, but just how to write content that when you put it on your blog, people are going to be interested in what you're saying and what you're doing. Number 7, we're going to what you're going to learn is that you'll become familiar with the different type of blog content. I'm talking about written content, video posts or audio posts. Video posts is usually called vlogging. So you're going to be familiar with these different areas. Then you choose the one that is most suitable for you, or the one that you think you can perform exceedingly fine, or the one that you think you can do research on and build yourself in that line. All of them is the same thing. Okay? All of them is the same. It's just that with the advent of social media, like TikTok, it's now becoming as if like video content is picking up speed or wanting to overtake written content. And because of the frenetic way of lifestyle that we live now, so sometimes it becomes more challenging for people to read content. But there's always a way around everything. So first is that you will understand the different content, the different aspects of blogging, so you know which one to fit into, and you know how to spice up your main content or your main content structure with another structure. Let's take, for instance, you do videos, you can add a little of articles. You do articles, or you can add a little of videos. Okay, in my early days I started writing just articles. I was writing articles on Facebook alone. Then with time, I got my blog. I started posting my articles on my blog, and gradually I started adding videos. Videos came in later, just a few years ago when I started using TikTok. And somehow I've fallen back out of videos. I do more of my audios and they are on my blog, because I came to be disgusted with a lot of things going on in social media. Too much, what's it called? Too much policy violation. You make a video, you did not really say anything negative to you, and they're telling you violated this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I do everything on my blog. It's my blog, so nobody can come and tell me I violated this policy. Now, number 8, is it 8 or 9? We'll look at how to optimize your website for search engine and drive traffic. Because when we talk about website optimization, it's simply, forget the big grammar or the English. The optimization is basically how to make your site Google or search engine ready, so that search engines can see your content easily and refer people to your content. That's just it. So we're going to look at that and we're going to build based on that. Then number 10, we're going to grow an email list that allows you to generate traffic to your content. Number 11, we'll build a profitable business around your content. Now, this is very crucial because a lot of times people assume that if you're a blogger, you must be making so much money. Now, but the money aspect of blogging is not something that is not a light matter. It's a complex issue, because why I say complex is that when you place money in front of your content, when you place money as your main aim for blogging, you may miss the mark because you will not build your content. So you have to find a way to attach something to your blog to earn money from. Now, the old traditional ways to do affiliate marketing. A lot of people do affiliate marketing. I don't really have a flair for affiliate marketing because I see it like monkey they walk, bamboo they chop. I see it like free adverts. Like, let's take for instance, I could send 1,500 people to a website to go read about something or to go purchase something. They go there, maybe they're not really interested. 2 or 3 months later, or a few weeks down the line, they go back there and purchase that thing. Or later, they purchase the thing. Now, in most cases, from what I've observed, even the affiliates don't come back to say, this person purchased. No, because some of them, their cookies last a very short time. Now, on that aside, I see it like a very fraudulent thing also. Please, apologies for my own ideas, injecting my own ideas into this. I see it like free advert for people, which doesn't drive any traffic for me, because I've had cases of where I had something, an affiliate link on my website. Now, it was to purchase domain names. So I was doing a training for a couple of people, and I used my link to go purchase domains and hosting. Lo and behold, I went to my dashboard. I did not see anything. Like, you made sales, or I didn't see. So I take it that these guys are just defrauding us. Now, I think that the best method of generating funds is to attach a product that you sell or someone you know sells, or a product that you can monitor the traffic and know what's going on. But we'll get to that later. We'll talk about that. So next on our agenda is the basic requirements for blogging, or the basic requirement that enables you to become a blogger. And like I said, there's no rocket science about this. It's not so complex. First is that if you can open a Microsoft Word, any Word document, maybe in a computer or in your phone, you can open up a Word document, type something and save it. Save it to your document or somewhere. Then you can blog. Secondly, if you've ever owned a social media account, something like Facebook, where you went to Facebook, you posted something, and people saw it, then you have all it takes for you to blog. Okay? Now, number 3, if you have the ability to spend time in front of a computer or your phone trying to sort out something, maybe doing research, reading, or moving things from one point to the other, or just generally the ability to stay in front of your device for a long time, then you can blog. Because the truth is, blogging takes time. Yes, that's what it does. It takes time. Because even if you're video oriented, your videos should be top notch. If you're article oriented, your articles should be good. And for your articles to be good, you have to do extensive research. So you should have the ability to spend time in front of a computer. Now, number 4, ability to solve complex problems. I said this is rudimentary to IT, though blogging is not complex, it only requires time. Now, when I say ability to solve complex problems, is that as a blogger, you have a dashboard. Basically, you have a dashboard, which is not different from anything you've seen. On your Facebook account, you have a dashboard. On your Twitter account, you have a dashboard. On your maybe TikTok account, you have a dashboard. Your YouTube account, you have a dashboard. So dashboard is not really something rocket science that aliens will come and be instructing you how to go about it. It's a simple thing. All you need to know is that you have a dashboard and you can manage your dashboard. Don't see it like something difficult, because you can. That's the most important thing. You can do it. Now, lastly, you have to be creative enough to generate educative, informative, inspiring, or leadership content. Now, to an extent, this is one of the most crucial aspects of blogging, because blogging is another form of, or is a high form of social re-engineering. It's a form of influence. Like on social media, you say this person is an influencer. They call him an influencer because this person has acquired a large followership, and whatever this person posts to his or her social media content account goes a long way in transforming people's lives or restructuring people's lives or damaging people's lives. So blogging is another form because the things you blog go a long way. You can blog something, you can write something on your blog, and somebody from the other part of the world reads it and takes it into action and starts behaving the way you have, according to what you have said. So I think that living in an era where man is facing a giant social, intellectual, moral, and religious problem, I think that it is our responsibility to find a way to solve these problems. And one way we can solve this problem is by putting out there information that will enable people to build their lives and become better people. Not just to go there and start posting absolute nonsense, which degenerates people the more. Now, sometimes I see a couple of people whom they are very good. When I say they are very good, maybe they have good leadership qualities, or in their endeavor, in their career, in what they do, they are very good. They are exceedingly fine in what they are doing. Now, but you tell them to go to social media and post content, and they tell, social media is not mine. I'm not a social media person. But one thing we fail to realize is that one of the reasons why the moral decadence going on in society is degenerating every day is because there's a lot of people who are going out there to talk absolute bullshit on social media. And people come and listen to them, people come and watch them, and people imitate them. While the good ones hide in their shell and say, I'm not a social media person, I'm not a... So society keeps degenerating, and you are there looking at the society and you call yourself a leader. So I think our responsibility is to put out there good information that will make someone, anybody who comes in contact with that information, to become a better person. Okay, so blogging is a simple thing. It just takes your time, and you have to be ready. You have to be prepared as an adult, as an individual, as a leader. You can see blogging like a process of learning, a process of becoming better. Because whenever you start blogging on a particular content, that means you have to start doing research on that content. And when you do research on that content, you learn certain things that when you learn them, you become a better person. And just like reading, writing, or learning things transform you in such a way that maybe you will not even believe that this was possible. Sometimes reading and learning transforms you into the best version of yourself. Okay, so let's see blogging as something that you do with fun, with zeal, with enthusiasm, and with the energy of a leader, because you can be super successful. I believe so. For you to spend time or have the desire to become a blogger, then you can do it. Okay? So don't be scared of anything. We're going to go through it. I'm going to answer your questions. Any questions you have, I'm going to answer it, and we're going to pull through. Okay? So thank you for watching this, and I hope that as you go through the course, as you go through the training, you learn all you can. If you have ideas, if you have questions, you put them down in the comments, or you can get to me. My number is always there on the in the comment section or in the description. My number is there. But if you're listening to this as an audio anywhere, my number is very simple: 0811 4521 345. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp. Please, I wouldn't really appreciate a call trying to explain your challenge. Reach out to me through WhatsApp and explain something, then I'll come to respond to you. Okay, because sometimes I'm very choked up with my writing works and other things I do to start responding to calls. Thank you very much.